Welcome to Pullman, Washington. Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars, and the anticipation is running high on the Palouse. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Cowboys will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Washington State's offense will get the first swing of the game. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. Just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing.
Going for a big play right off the bat. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Out across the 30, mark down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get in the space.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
To the air, it's Mateer. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Washington State will have to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. So the Wyoming Cowboys offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Wants to throw. It's Svoboda. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
He wants to throw it again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. Hit the effort. Got some room, headed to the goal line. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run in the red zone. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the D deny them on second and goal. He's looking to throw. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Wyoming. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
He's down here. He does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Wazzu offense onto the field again. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's caught. It's Hudson. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
You've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing at the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Here's the handoff. Breaks the tackle. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? He'll set up to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
He just slips and slides his way down to the 42. Guys, we have Wyoming on top as we reach the end of the quarter. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Trying play action. fires to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Give to the running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Svoboda. Snags it over the middle. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger person.
A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Oh, and that's a chance to end that drive right there. Completely wipe out the possibility of any points because, of course, the offense has the ball on their side of the field. That is an interception that he's got to be able to make.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Great job by the pass rush up front. 3rd and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
And the field goal unit is on the field. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. It's good. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. The offense has already made the long field goal. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. They'll give it to the back. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. At the 10-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as he gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Power football with the run. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business. 7.
RD, what a play by the safety, and the free safety specifically. When you're playing cover 2 and you're sitting back in half the field responsibility, you got to see the formation and you got to understand the quarterback. You're watching the quarterback's eyes and reading him. He takes him right to the football. Free safety jumps the route, makes the INT.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Fast motion from the offense. They'll throw it on first down. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Svoboda. Firing to the right, complete. Really confident throw. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his big tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the grab at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wyoming! Number 9. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Wazzu offense onto the field again. He's going to pass. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. He lets it fly. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. He'll pull it down. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. On that last one, he was looking for number 3.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
When on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to him. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He's already made 1 field goal, but this one is going to need a big leg. A 50-yard attempt coming. It is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're trying to get to him. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Back to throw, it's Mateer. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Washington State has it teed up, and we're ready to go here in the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Coming after it. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Floating away. He'll get rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Spits it out to the back. He's got his man. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. He's going to run it. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense, man. It's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future. It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. He's looking to throw, feeling some heat. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Man, it's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So
going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Safe completion on the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hudson. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, another incompletion. You can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, wazzu! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Wyoming, 20. Washington State, 7.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of the... Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. The give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They'll try the run. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
They're going to run it. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Guys, we have Wyoming on top as we reach the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Back to pass, it's Svoboda. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Cowboys! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty hands.
Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the two-point conversion attempt. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Wazzu offense onto the field again. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to move it through the air. Going up top. Grabs it inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Washington State lines up quickly. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. They took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Washington State. Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
That's crazy. You can play touch football in the elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Got his man quickly.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Pocket starts to collapse. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
When the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
They're bringing heat. Lets it fly on the move. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. The Cowboys send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in.
Snags it on the right. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Washington State going quickly.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing
Throws toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Now on 2nd down. To the air, it's Mateer. Pressure coming. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They want to just keep throwing it. Deep shot for the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Hit as he throws. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Takes the easy completion. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Off play action on 1st down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
They want that clock to run. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Now on 2nd and short. Looking for a gap. It's Scott. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
I've been really impressed watching this guy carry the football. It's been a serious workload. They've been force-feeding him the rock throughout the course of the game, and what's most impressive, he's getting better as the game goes on. That was his longest run of the game.
They're going to ride this running back. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering up.